Designed to impress and delight, mansions come in all shapes and sizes. But while some are occupied and loved for centuries, others are forgotten and left to the sands of time. From sprawling historic homes to impressive new estates that were never quite finished, these abandoned mansions for sale are the ultimate fixer-uppers. So let's go ahead and take a look inside the grandest neglected homes that are on the market right now. Up first, we go to the Richard Kennedy House in New York. Proving that amazing homes for bargain prices can be found if you know where to look, the Richard Kennedy House is on the market for the tiny sum of $140,000. However, the new owner will need some deep pockets because some serious renovation works will be needed in order to render the house livable. Formerly known as the Ritz Carriage House, the impressive Victorian residence lies in the heart of Elmira in Chemung County, New York. It was constructed more than 100 years ago as a grand private home, but was later utilized as a commercial space before being split into apartments. Following a fire in 2007, the property was stabilized, however, it isn't certainly move-in ready. Sprawled across 4 floors, the abandoned American mansion measures just under 12,000 square foot. There's an entrance hall, several living rooms, an old kitchen, and probably enough space for 4 or 5 bedrooms. Although the listing doesn't specify how many potential bedrooms the new owner could create. Every room is spacious with large windows and generous ceilings, and some even benefit from the original features that the new owner could restore. These include fireplaces and ceiling moldings. However, from the home's peeling paintwork to its vintage kitchen, it's very clear every room needs to be completely overhauled before anyone can move in. It's likely everything from the windows to the electrics will need replacing. Are you up for this task? Up next, we go to the Old West End home in Ohio. If you have a slightly bigger budget, then you could get your hands on this amazing historic home in Toledo, Ohio. Described by the listing agents as an Old West End home, the property has bags of curb appeal as well as a seemingly endless interior space. Built in 1902, the Victorian residence benefits from almost 5,000 square feet of inside living space, spread across 3 floors. There's a light-filled entrance hall with a gorgeous timber staircase, numerous reception rooms for hosting and relaxing, a kitchen, a library, 6 bedrooms, and also 3 bathrooms. Every single room boasts dreamy period details that the new owner will no doubt want to preserve. These include hardwood floors, tiled fireplaces, sash windows, wood trims, wrought iron radiators, and even beamed ceilings. And despite the home's age, these elements all seem to be in very good condition. So not too much work should be needed in order to get this house move-in ready. As well as the main house, the property also comes complete with a spacious garden and a garage, above which there's a rental unit with its own kitchen, laundry space, and bedroom. So whether you want to buy the house and flip it for profit or create your own dream home, this listing is one you shouldn't overlook. Up next, we go to a 19th century mansion in Canada. Constructed in 1890, this stunning Canadian mansion is situated in the town of Amherst in Nova Scotia. Listed for a little bit under $400,000, the historic home was built in the Queen Anne style by the renowned Rhodes and Curry. From its striking green facade to its pretty turrets, this place has endless curb appeal. So let's go ahead and take a look inside. A sprawling 5,300 square feet across 3 floors, the elegant residence is overflowing with lovely period fixtures. This room alone benefits from stained glass windows, cast iron radiators, a stunning fireplace, decorative wainscoting, and hardwood floorboards. As well as lovely living rooms, there's also a dining room, a kitchen, 8 bedrooms, and 7 bathrooms. Not to mention a magnificent entrance hall with an impressive carved wood staircase. The bedrooms are all grand with curved windows, fireplaces, and glossy floors, as well as lovely views over the backyard. Plus, some of the repairs have already been carried out. The home recently received a new boiler, a new roof, windows, wiring, plumbing, and kitchen cabinets, so the new owner won't have too much work to do themselves. Up next, we go to a federal-style home in Kentucky. Available for a staggering low sum, this beautiful federal-style home can be found in the city of Columbia, Kentucky. Spacious and filled with lovely historic features, the fixer-upper has endless potential. Known as the Field House, the property dates back to 1812 and is said to have a connection to the classic American author Mark Twain, although the listing doesn't elaborate any further. Head through the front door and you'll find yourself in a light-filled 4,500 square foot interior. There's a spacious hallway decorated with incredible vintage wallpaper timber, walnut hardwood floors, antique light fixtures, and a prominent staircase. On either side of the hall, there are 2 parlor rooms that are perfect for entertaining guests or curling up with a book. There's also a dining room, 3 bedrooms, and 2 bathrooms. Every single room is also filled with historic details such as hardwood floors, original fireplaces, sash windows, and built-ins. However, it's clear from the state of the walls and the ceiling in this one segmented room that some renovation efforts will be needed to bring this place back to life. According to the listing, there's also a partially finished attic, which could be utilized as a master suite. However, the house needs both work inside and out. Apparently, the plumbing and electrical systems will need to be updated in order to meet modern standards, but if you like taking on this beautiful, affordable, historic home, it's also for sale for a mere $110,000. Up next, we have a historic brick mansion in Beaver, Utah. This amazing historic home in Beaver, Utah proves that you don't always need a huge budget in order to buy something grand and impressive. Listed with J.D. Reese for just $250,000, the sprawling spread is almost too good to be true, so let's go ahead and take a look around. This pad was built in 1888 and still features many of its original finishes, but thanks to years of neglect, the property is in serious need of repair works. From its peeling wallpapers and flaking ceilings to huge damp patches that can be found throughout, the buyer of this house will have to roll up their sleeves for sure. The beautiful brick home comes complete with an entrance porch, a large kitchen, living and dining rooms, 3 bedrooms, and also 3 bathrooms. From its high ceilings to its brick fireplaces and handcrafted timber built-ins, there are endless architectural details the new owner should salvage. The master bedroom even comes equipped with its very own private balcony, providing plenty of bang for your buck. You'll also gain a half an acre of land and a standalone brick garage that could easily be converted into a home office, or even a rental accommodation. Up next, we go to this 18th century chateau in Burgundy. Why buy a mansion when you could afford a beautiful chateau? This majestic property is located in the Bresse version of Burgundy, France, and is for sale for $500,000. Although originally constructed much earlier, the abandoned palace was likely rebuilt during the second half of the 18th century. Formed entirely from bricks, the symmetrical stately home has 2 slightly projecting wings topped with small turrets. According to the listing, the house was probably abandoned after the French Revolution, but it was used as a farmhouse until the end of the 20th century. Rather frustratingly for the future owner, the doors and windows have all been filled in with bricks or reduced in size. That's because up until 1926, homeowners had to pay taxes on doors and windows. However, we're sure that the buyer could restore these openings in order to create a light-filled home. Inside, there's almost 5,500 square feet of living space, including various reception rooms and 5 bedrooms. From oak staircases to brick floors and beam ceilings, there are plenty of lovely elements that add character. Outside, the 10-acre garden is home to numerous outbuildings, including this large barn. Ripe for renovation, it could easily be turned into a second home or a holiday getaway. Up next, we go to the Woodruff house in Arkansas. This dilapidated dream home in Little Rock, Arkansas might be cheap, but the new owner will need deep pockets and plenty of patience because it requires an abundance of repair work. From its rotting floors to its crumbling walls, the Woodruff house is crying out to be rescued. The property was built between 1852 and 1853 by William Woodruff, founder and first publisher of the Arkansas Gazette. Listed on the National Register of Historic Places, it's one of the last remaining homes in Little Rock from this time period, making it extremely important from a local architectural point of view. The QQA bought the house in 2014, saving it from demolition and undertaking works to stabilize and securing the building for future rehab. Spanning over 7,000 square feet across 3 floors, the historic home is undeniably impressive. There's a grand entrance hall, dual parlor rooms, and enough space for a dining room, library, home office, and numerous bedrooms and bathrooms. There's currently no kitchen that we know of, and it's likely the plumbing and electrics that will need to be redone. However, everywhere you look, you'll spot an amazing period features that would be well worth saving, from the fireplaces to ornate columns and hardwood floors. There's also a sizable half-acre garden and a lovely front porch. Plus, thanks to its location inside an opportunity zone, the new buyer will be eligible for tax credits when undertaking a renovation. Listed with LoopNet for a mere $257,000, this crumbling mansion could be well within your reach. While it would look great to transform into a single residence, this place could also be used as a very nice commercial front store that would be sitting in the middle of a busy town with lots of walking traffic. But that's up to you if you're willing to take on that task. Up next, we go to a 17th century country house in France. Over in this iconic region of France, you'll find this spectacular 17th century country house. On the market for a mere $310,000, the historic structure is surrounded by breathtaking landscapes of the regional national park. The U-shaped house has 3 floors, including a large attic, and measures almost 4,000 square feet. Inside, there are countless characterful rooms, decorated with tiled floors, lime-coated walls, beamed ceilings, and pretty French doors, not to mention dramatic fireplaces, carved timber doors, and unusual built-ins. On the ground floor, there's an indoor courtyard, a cloakroom, a vast reception room, a living room, a kitchen, and while upstairs you'll find 3 large light-filled bedrooms with stripped parquet floors, a bathroom, and a walk-in closet. The top floor is home to an attic which extends more than 1,000 square feet of space and could easily be transformed into a stunning master suite. Outside, there's a quarter-acre garden with a large garage that's primed for conversion. There's also a covered dining terrace so you can easily enjoy your meals throughout the year. There's plenty of space for further expansion, but with such a dreamy landscape just beyond your front door, you'll likely want to spend all of your time outside. Up next, we have an untouched beauty in Chicago, Illinois. Built in 1910, this historic home was owned by the same family for over 80 years, according to the listing. Now for sale for just under $1.8 million, the unique property has quite the tale to tell. Featuring a grand and imposing exterior, the property has played host to a roster of famous names over the years. Sited in Hyde Park, a prime location within Chicago, Illinois, the 4-bedroom renovation project was reportedly once a home to Italian physicist Enrico Fermi, and also authors Saul Bellow and Norman MacLean, not to mention many others. It's not surprising then that this is one of the house with real grandeur, even looking this well in its current state of neglect. The original hardwood flooring, woodwork, doorways, and layout have been left untouched, while a grand entranceway leads you towards room upon room of peeling paintwork. Steeped in potential, the home's high ceilings and light-filled spaces could have their fortunes received once more in the hands of an experienced renovator. One of 3, this vintage bathroom boasts characterful curved ceilings above the bath area, cream tiling, and mint green accent paintwork. There's even plumbing available for the 4th bathroom and in the basement below. While the 3rd floor attic could be transformed into additional living area, it's hard to resist this Chicago beauty. Alright everyone, I think that's going to wrap this video up. Like I mentioned in the beginning, follow all my social media, and also 50% of the people who watch me don't subscribe. So just, if you're watching, just click the subscribe button. It's free, it means a lot. And then an alternative option would be to become a member, which costs a couple dollars, but then, you know, I'll be calling you guys, FaceTiming you guys. You get cool badges, you get exclusive videos. I'll be making videos that I can't show, like public channel. So you guys get a ton of cool features and by clicking here and becoming a member. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I love you guys. Thank you for the constant support. Feel free to share this video on anything, and I'll see you in the next video. Later.